ground really being gained as of right now. Trailblazer used in response to that one. Looks like a boombot also going to be queued. And look at the fight that's being taken. A call made. An aggressive one at that to try and push through the smoke and collapse onto the Vitality players. But they hold their ground. They do survive.
Global Esports really trying to find a timing, but Vitality were aware of it. Quite nice control for a double duelist comp, which would normally be playing really aggro. There's Zendo with 3 in the round. That Ghost looking so precise. And it puts everything on the shoulders of the new IGL Arin, North American player that we've seen at these tournaments before.
Oh, and the players are weak! Beamed them down, a single clip was all that was moving forwards, making a lot of noise though. Multi, very aware that he's not playing there, but the positioning is known, and now a nade pushes him forwards, running down, 65 health, but run and gun is the play.
And 3 deliberate cage that Sender put in the middle of the site. I assume this is for Twiston to play around later on in the post.
Bit of a kill trip there being played by Sendo. What a shot! What? You've got to be joking. Just absolutely rattling them off one after the other. And there was no trade in sight, yet still, dangerous task ahead. What can they do with a weaponry though? Got to hold this one down. And Neural Theft already revealing the positioning. SK Rossi moving across onto the side, but he has fallen. All down to Aaron once more. One player isolated, but time is running low. And at the back of the slow wall, but defeat a multi, and no one is going to be on this site, so thinking a couple of layers ahead here, but despite in mid, that is important. Twiston, he wins it versus Munyet, and he's going to be backing away with his life. Plant starting to go down now.
That's the second time that Munyet's pushed through a smoke and taken an unfavorable fight. Bazzi, though, responding, takes down Sender, who's been a menace in some of these rounds. Twiston is miles away from the action if Global Esports can hurry this one up, but the Sage Walls are just delaying everything.
Yeah, just a cross-section for it, and no one really aware of it. Destrian does move over to the other side of the wall, but a double face there. Drop down onto a high-low setup. Destrian had to TP back onto to try and help him out, and Multi will be falling, but time running low now, and he did not know where Twiston is. Dash enabled, moves forwards, trying to contest this one in a 1v1, but Aaron, he has to stick it. The percentage play, he needs to try and get half, and it sets up Twiston for the easy slam dunk win.
Vitality this time are making a play towards mid. They'll just use Sender's cages to apply some pressure over on a ramp, and instead,
wow, okay. Just a bit of raw spam, yeah, straight through the smokes. Also just trying to lurk up behind it. Trailblazer gets good information, and there's SK Rossi, head taken clean off from Sender. Trying to catch that lurk, but obviously his positioning was known prior, and speaking of heads being taken off, Munyet needs to play a bit more carefully there. Paranoia, dash forwards from Twiston, a play to be made from him perhaps, but he's now stuck in this position, and there's going to be that showstopper. That was a direct hit. What in the Lord's name am I watching?
Bonecold's attempting to create some pressure in B with this Sage Wall, hoping that it opens up the middle of the map, but it hasn't at all. With Sender dying and with the Sage Wall being placed from Rossi, the rest of Global Esports can completely flush out this hit in mid.
Yeah, man, they know exactly where Destrian is as well. Pure confidence on the side of Global Esports. No wasted moments from them. Smoke across the cut forwards. Destrian, up close and personal. And there's another punish.
And what a big round.
As you can see that Sender have managed to get themselves in, and that plant will go down.
That's unfortunate because the Viper retake wall is now not going to be active. Big clash in ropes.
Yep, Destrian trying to find his timing in mid is going to be so important right now, and he does win it out. If he stays alive, he's going to be causing issues for them, and still holding that close angle. A re-peek, just a little bit too late, and still it has crumbled before their eyes. Operator in the hands of Twist, and he makes the most of that.
That he connected it to the box so that you could just jump up. That's an experience on the agent showing there. Obviously, Rossi playing a new role. Oh, and that's where you don't expect him to miss. Normally so talented.
And look at this, pressure being applied to just every single direction on the map. Oh my word! Stray shot, Bazzi dropped down to 110, spray down, he is low, up in the air, no way! From that kind of range, but Bazzi was weakened. And Aaron seems to be aware of this play that was occurring. There you go, click on the head, and there we go.
Almost unwinnable situation because Vitality just haven't given Aaron anything to work with.
Quite aware of where the positioning could be. A bit of spam. Isolate the
Unfortunate.
fight. Yeah, just not quite enough. And well, the shorty up might be trying to be taken. Again, that spam and just holding for now. As he moving forwards inside this Viper's pit. There's a timing taken.
Does he
know that they crossed? Okay. Bit of whiffage there from Sender, but did he know that they've been compromised right now towards a ramp? That space was gained. It's a pop flash play. Bazzi nails the target, but Bonecold was not playing in position for that one, so he does trade it out relatively effectively, and now that resurrected play, Aaron is being squeezed.
Oh, this
Convergent on either side. Bit of spam there around the corner, and Aaron's been caught.
awesome distraction from Twiston when Destrian got inside the ult. Can Texture be a playmaker here on the flank?
Yeah, these positions have flipped all the way around. Just as Aaron was being squeezed this time, it is Texture coming for that late flank. Players in heaven though, is anybody going to be watching for this one? You've got to be aware of it surely that a ramp they could have been playing and no, Twiston gets away with it for free. The shot's just going one after the other. Texture does eventually claim that kill, but so much to deal with right now, and the retake made that much harder by the fact that Rossi is using this operator and just unfortunate timing once more.
With the pistol, maybe you start to have some belief. Oh, the timing there, brutal for Monye. Is he even going to think about re-clearing mid?
No, and they've just contacted all the way up behind. Not sure if they've just heard Monye drop or what, but yeah, as he goes to re-clear it, was just so unaware. Just left out of SK Rossi. He's only got the Bucky, and it's, I mean, just full patience. Really, really well played by Vitality, how slowly they were playing that one. Not willing to give anything away. Twiston holding close now below into hell. He's going to be taking first contact for them. Varying up his angles. Is it going to be cleared? Not quite well enough.
Where's the second player there where Bazzi peeks? Oh, perfect timing though from Texture.
Yeah, these
picks up
timings
Sender in mid.
A very nice final round now. Texture does have the ult, but he rips it out at just the wrong time. Destrin finding that one, still one player left alive. Destrin, you cannot give him this one, but the swing is just perfection. And Munye will claim the round for his team and get at least 3 on the board for this first half.
A lifeline, one last desperate lifeline. But unless you're...
On the other end of this series.
Yeah, I think the Vitality players, it's definitely a dark horse team, but they may become some star players later on down the road. All right, Global Esports with a big engagement. They've got past Destrian.
Still, they need to deal with this heaven position, and they do take the fight with the players and making sure that the spacing is good. Winning this one out, still Morsi tries to make the play there. Every single bullet in the clip being used as he rattles off the shots from the Sheriff. Does get that one, still Texture. It's a quirky position, the double faces, they all drop down, a classic right clicks. Definitely working out for them, and they know where the final player is. Twiston, he's got the most to do. 100 health to his name, does have that Sheriff. Now just waiting. Trying to see if Global Esports will give him an easy kill. Finds the first, the stun, and that swing is just ever so slightly delayed, but luckily, kill found regardless. Base being gained. Now you see that satchel play. Boombot clears a lot of these angles, and it's up to Aaron to see if he can hold down this one angle, and he does indeed. There's no one going to be taking him out with any stray plays there. Classic right clicks in order, but Twiston did get a bit of an upgrade in the form of that Sheriff, so that's been dealt with, but the site should be relatively free now for Global Esports to get this plant down. Nade to deny, actually. That's going to be perfectly rebounded, and you've got to be joking.
Safe hands from Rossi. Sender
Sender.
heard him.
Oh my word, you got to be kidding me.
This Vitality team is so cracked with the Sheriffs.
Yeah, just finding so many opportunities, and they are just making the most of it. One after the other, isolated down to that 1v1 Sender. He's Lodo, has to nail the shot, and to nail it, he does. This one with the operator, but not going to be given any easy opportunities to take a stray shot.
This might be over-peaking from Destrian.
Yeah, just trying to take this fight, but wow, okay. Timing
so
is,
clean.
Yeah, and he just backs away on top of it. Multi, seems like they're trying to get a read that this could have been the B split. Showstopper, I mean, he's literally just contact playing at the very final moment, fires it off into the corner. Gap in the wall means that he'll be able to get back to safety, and damage was done, but no kill claimed onto Bazzi. Could be quite critical. He still has his ult in his hands. Holding on top of the rope, though. Dodge to the side. Good info gained. Now there's 40 seconds left in this round, and there needs to be just a bit more oomph put behind into this round. They do get these kills traded out, but the paranoia is going to be, again, putting a stop to this. There's no fast play behind it.
30 seconds left.
Even that smoke, I think, eating up the flash. Now they're going to be clearing this corner out effectively, dropping down to the floor. The aim not reset enough to take that fight. So,
And the weaponry is brutal here for Global Esports.
yeah, you have to force up into this, obviously. No more opportunities. Looks like they're just going to be opting into that B split. A heavy take into B heaven. Sender, the rifle spray down, just about gets the aim online. Now you're going to see that Viper's Pit scattered out cross through the choke point, but no one is dealing with this guy. Just perched up in that heaven position, and Aaron, desperation pushing through, but Vitality, they clean it up.
Boncold's there for everything. He's back.
See a lot of util though, pushing off this opening pistol round, and it is so important that Global Esports get off to a good start, and it's exactly what they're going to do. Fights are being taken this time. A lot of players to back them up. Bit of spam there from Texture. Got to be wary because he knows the Sender's just, again, lurking his way through, but finally the backup arrives. Now, down to Twiston. Players weakened up. In fact, Aaron and Munyet would die to just one shot to the body. Util's going to be bleeding away that time. The Haunt pushes him back just to the corner. Got to find the angle, but won't be available to him. So Global Esports once again flooding that util through. Knife's going to get removed though. Might put a stop here to Global Esports trying to exec into this one because it's a little bit slow and it affords Twiston the right time to strike. What a flash through! Almost the entirety of the opposing team just blind to that one, dashing through to the side, and the smoke's being watched for. Twiston, you absolute animal! 3 kills claimed, but Bazzi will answer back, but he's left in this 1v2. And this is going to be difficult for him. He tapped the spike and just trying to at least hunt out one of the players. So intelligent by Destrian. Normally be frowned upon. Might be donating a rifle, but...
Did he catch a glimpse of somebody there? He knows they're in art either way.
Yeah, fight now. Just being taken, and that swing timing around the back. Reset there of the knives. SK Rossi doesn't get any sort of bailout there. Okay, contact re-clear now into A main. Destrian's taken slide off angle now behind this box. That was really an attempt then. He was holding the angle. The crosshair placement was good, but does not get the kill.
Phantom moment.
Yep, dropping him down to 10 health. Someone yet survives, and Global Esports are just picking apart Vitality at the seams is what it feels like, and now it's on Twiston. What can he do? Just a bit of an ego peek there with the operator through that smoke, gets the 1 kill. Horn going to be spotting out Mulsi, drops down an aid, and Munyet none the wiser
look
in
where,
his astral form.
Look where SK Rossi is here. He's gone all the way through B on the world's longest flank.
They know.
Twiston's watching for it.
Yeah, he's watching for it. Seems to be just aware that this could be a possibility. Angle's being watched. Pop flash play as well for that re-clear. And now time needs to be paid for. Yep, the flank not being watched for. Tap onto the spike, and all the pressure is on him right now. Re-swinging down, but beams the
steps all along. And Vitality are just booking it to the B side.
There's no nuance in this approach from Global Esports. Making all the noise in the world right now. Angle not being watched for. And what a timing to take, Munyet. Ripping off the header sender. Swinging through, no, and that spacing just not good enough. A collateral in play, and one after the other. They try to take the fights, but they will all fall. Twiston, free shot, but it just about missed this one. Are they going to be able to get this plant down? They haven't cleared these players out of back halls again. Just seeing limits to it, and Destrian, he's caught this flank timing. No one's watching it. So many gaps in the play, and just like that, picked apart. Munyet, 1 star, has the pull. He can disrupt this one, but so much to do for him. Good timing off it. He is smoked away though, but that's going to dissipate, and it's all on this.
They don't know where he is.
What timing can he take? Buys his time, has to hit the shots, reset one at the avenue, but it's just being stuck. That alarm, but the players are there to just, again, fill up the pieces. Twiston holding this one. It's a flash and a nightfall. Does push him back. Just absolute ego plays, fully blinded up with a pop flash, but, well, just some blind fire it seems like. Now Bonecode needs to be the difference maker. Because Vitality have dropped like flies, and his timing is absolutely everything, but the shots just do not land still. One after the other. SK Rossi, does he expect it to be a second player? The answer is no. This high ground position, a bit of spam there with the Odin. Destrian does reveal his position. Left down into a 2v4. Double swing there, and the weapon just not good enough for that job.
Good double face, though. That's what we've been missing.
That is what we've been missing, and despite the fact that Sender's crosshair placement was immaculate in the kill, but they have been pushed back. But a moment now, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me! Oh my goodness. Weakening the players, still they answer back and into the back of the halls. There's just a fight being taken. SK Rossi winning it out and does claim that area of the map for them. Down to Destrian. What can he do here? Is anybody gonna be watching for him? Aaron tucked behind the box, just waiting it out. A lot of fights he needs to try and take, but it's all that pressure. There's no way. Good swing timing from Aaron though, but left now. Now 2v1. And Twiston is running out of time. Exchange there for the rifle. Has one more cloud burst, but now a swarm. Tags onto him. 55 health drop down. A bit of random spam. Finds the first kill, but he did not get half on this defuse. Dash enabled. Aaron sticking all the way through, and oh my goodness, almost making the...
Definitely going to be useful. But there are other players on Vitality that can be just as problematic.
Contact re-clear? Oh,
Monya's going to have to control this.
Yo, the timing there was just so unfortunate. Monyet dropping into his Astra form, but now there needs to be some pace. Moving all the way forwards. Can he take control at the back of this site? And oh my goodness!
They're planting in the open.
Just beamed all the way down. Nothing covering them as well from that position. Bonecold's handed some of the easiest kills of his life. And now the lockdown. Just layer after layer. Pushing the players back. Texture just cannot quite get out of there. And SK Rossi in that 1v3. The pride of India. But with 25 seconds left, he's put in an impossible task.
We saw Aaron win a 1v3 earlier on to give Global Esports the first pistol
There's
round.
one.
Rossi's got the talent. Fight
being taken, but not much time left into this one. Util just being dumped through and a wall watched for. Destrian knew that time pressure was on, and 7-5 will be that score. Now onto this pistol round, but you can already see it. Waves of that utility being used. Hammered into the back of the B side. Twiston up close, and there's that Nana Swarm. Texture just trying to evacuate. He was dropped down low and does fall, but SK Rossi still alive, still in the fight, and he answers back. 2 kills claimed, making it that much more difficult for them, and still the flank being watched for.
Nice play.
Yeah, controlling that spray down, so watching for the flank. Now it's down to the 2 players of Vitality. Bonko will get this plant off. There's not going to be any pressure applied to try and disrupt them, but Destrum with the timing, no one really watching that one, and now taking the swings all together. Monyet inside of his astral form, and finally the swing is there from Aaron, the team captain, the IGL, make it again. So Vitality realizing it's been offered for them.
Look at
and now the
Twiston,
slang timing. Twiston is so pushed all the way into their spawn with the rifle in his hands right now, and it has been cleared, but where's the trade? It's not there.
Oh, that's
Sprays
unbelievable.
them down, and a dash back just to disengage. To play with the rest of his team in his high-low setup. Brutal to try and break through. Texture, in the midst of all of this, to manage to find himself a rifle, but 2v4, might as well try and play it. A bit of a random spam again, just onto that common angle means that Monyet's dealt with, and oh my goodness, the reactions just dragging that one all the way down, finding a fight.
I don't know how.
Yeah, I mean, just about gets out of there, doesn't he? Still, another pop flash play, and that angle was just perfect, but oh my goodness! Monyet just running circles around them, spraying them down, a bit of inaccuracy helping them out, and the main choke point also being watched for. Texture, a bit more of a defensive position from him. That's going to be taking place. Again, the Battle of the Jets, you're going to be witnessing this head-to-head. Recall star up close. At least just a star popped, actually, off the back of that one, and it's left ever so slightly a gap. Texture, beautiful shot from him, just finding the target. Twiston, though, playing up close, flash play as well. Let's see if he wants to try and play through this one. A dash forwards into it, and the angle not watched for. SK Rossi with the anchoring. Might have just overcooked it, though. Tries to take the wider swing, wanted a little bit more, and he is going to be punished. And that lockdown, Texture just mistiming it.
Okay, doesn't look like Texture's going to get punished, because this would be wild overextension for Sender, but they might catch a rotator, a retaker.
Yeah, pushing forwards, just trying to take this fight forwards. There's a Prowler, and a whole lot of utility just jumped through. Texture, though, what an answer! This timing just being taken into mid. Could be a bit of a backstab play. Prowler goes through the wall as it does fade away. Monyet now. Off the smokes, it's a double face, and okay. Contained, just that flank, that one play that was happening. Now to Nightfall, scatters his way across, but it's that 3v3. Bazzi sticking it, does manage to get half. The shot's not fired, but eventually they deal with him, but has enough been done for them? The smoke again fading away. Texture sticking it now with the cloud burst, but eventually, where he's going to be isolated, Jump Peak going to be spotting him out. Bazzi has to try and bail him out here. Util drop forwards, and there we go. Swing is just perfect. Fragment nade did rebound against the wall and take out.
There's something going on here. Destrian,
what is occurring?
Clashing with Aaron, they're walking back to back.
Yeah, I mean, just right down into sewers, watching it. And timing needs to be the trade. Bazzi contains, pushed into the corner. The position is known. The flick of the wrist is there, but is there time? That is the question. He's going to be sprinting all the way with a knife out now.
Rossi has nade.
And it's not really planted. A quick tap of it right out into the open. It should be a slam dunk. Indeed, it is. SK Rossi, safe hands from him. So watch though. See the util there with the alarm button, and Nanoswarm needs to stay alive though, and there we go, timing. Nanoswarm's popped off, and it has separated them. Split them up, SK Rossi right into the corner. Does he realize? Finally spots it. Spike dropped down, and now the re-swing. Reset and the aim, one after another. SK Rossi, with his country represented, India, taking them all the way now to map number 3 in this series. If anybody is there, they're going to be scurrying away, but it is going to be afforded now a free plant, but it's flank timing. Oh my goodness! Huge. Punishing this one, still running backwards, backpedaling from Sender.
It's a good
planted
paranoia.
up. Yep, it was good. Caught onto him there, and now this pressure is really on them. Sender needs to come up with the goods and just can't quite deliver it. Taking a awkward fight there, awkward engagement. Yeah, splitting up the site now. They can isolate a fight, but no, just swinging all the way through. No fear the bonus, keeping it going. See what they can get done. A lot of util being used though, and that flash, oh my goodness! Up close, corralled into the corner, slowed all the way down. Twiston, it's making a Vandal look like a phantom. One yet though, up close. Oh my, trigger discipline, just can't quite find a second shot.
Could have been everything, couldn't it?
Yeah, makes it dangerous for them though. Jump peek, SK Rossi taking it again. There's a bit of a Marshall moment. This prior though, they did this in a pistol round, so it should be contained and aware. And look at this vitality. Oh, they've got all four of their players ready for the approach, but it is just an absolute slaughter back and forth.
I don't think they were expecting.
Operator in his hands, Texture. He's holding for it. The clearance isn't good. Oh my goodness, the spacing just good enough. Still a bit of damage done there through the wall. Bone Cold dropped down to 5 health. The damage is being done now in this 2v3. Still, you can't afford to give up too much. Paranoia play. Twiston tries to just spam the angle that he was expecting a player to swing through on. Left down into that 1v3. Bone Cold would have to really pull out all the stops to be trying to win this one, and it's just not possible. Not with the resources available to him. So, global team like Paper, still the fight needs to be taken. You've got to be careful. You don't want to give away too much, and what's going to be offered for them? Well, has to dodge that flash, and as he does, it creates that opening.
It's the same breach flash ruining Global Esports control over A, and it's opened up a gap for Twiston.
Oh yeah, and just with the door opened up, that one connector, pushing them back, but still pushing their way through. Aftershock into the corner. It's going to be causing it to be a little bit more awkward, and time is running so damn low now. The wall's still blocking off these sight lines. Plant's going to go down, and no one really disrupting this up close to the wall. Texture does cover it.
What a shot.
And it has to be heroics. It has to be now. One after the other. The double swing, not spacing themselves out, and it is just crumbling before them. What was an opening? What was a bit hidden, isn't it? Monyet, will he be able to be aware of this? Not quite. Sender's reflank has just been brutal for them. Backstabbing them. Moving forwards though, Aaron does deal with this one. Now how does this retake happen? A lot of util, aftershock into the corner. SK Rossi moving up, has the operator. Does he suspect the player is close? Time is running low. Texture trying to stick this now. The raw spam, the random spam. Trying to go for the quick scope, half onto the defuse. No one's dealt with Twiston. And he was just that extra layer that they needed.
To defend A.
Yep, swarming back onto the site. Operator, Texture pushing forwards. That's a risky maneuver.
And he missed the shot.
Yeah, mistimes, risky timings, and there was a gap into the smoke. The spam is just not being afforded, is it? No angle.
Came back into their play.
Yeah. Trying to play retake there. I mean, maybe it's different if Texture ends up landing a shot. This could be really dangerous. With a no-scope, picking up all this space. The spike, though, out in the open. Bazzi just needs to contain this. But they could be anywhere right now. Nightfall now being used for a fight towards A main. Smoke's going to be fading any minute now. And the fight being taken and won right now. Global Esports. They shut that one down. Have to be aware. Bazzi backing away. Peak timing. Twiston's position.
Control every other part of the map. They're going to ambush Global Esports.
To reflank the post plants. There needs to be some plays being made. And guess what? Monyet steps up to the plate. Hands him an easy kill in the form of Bone Cold. Aaron's reflank is everything, but doesn't buy this time. Just backs away. One bullet and it does the job.
Oh, flanks on flanks for Global Esports.
The IGL just doing the most right now for them. Last player known, Twiston is finished, and that's 6 for 6. Players, an instant pivot now, though, moving their way into B.
Another gorgeous lurk timing,
Remain
maybe.
and Aaron, wow, it's just watched for.
A second too early.
Yeah, the timing just slightly off, and this util, the Bone Cold is just offering out to them, is doing quite a lot. There was a cove to block off that angle, but again, feels a bit awkward once more. A bit of panic maybe just being injected into this round, and Sender, he could just anchor this fully for them. Turret dealt with right at the back, the Nano Swarm making sure that he can't be pushed. And it's down to SK Rossi, but Sender again, just that off angle. Go for a jump pick or what, we'll have to see that in the replay, but now you're seeing all this pressure onto Bone Cold. No one was watching that angle but the Dart. Reveals his position and Texter's good for it. Police Esports looking to see if they can get this space, but it's a contacting in. Fight being taken. Twiston opting into this. Oh my goodness. And now control of water is going to be so important to just hold this one. Sees into the back, double swings there. It's beautiful. And the Seas catches onto 2, just lined up. Vitality. They cannot be stopped. And moments like that just getting so dangerous. I said it. Twiston was detained, but they just did not want to try and push it to punish.
Yeah, maybe that's going to bite them from Aaron. And it's a better plant position now.
What is the play here, Monyet? So close to the smoke, just about to fade. He's pushing forwards into it, and it's a run and gun. They're just trying to fight them deep into the play. A dash forwards to try and disengage here. U2 being held, a bit of run and gun, and somehow Aaron wins that one. It is so damn awkward, but it's down to that 2v2. Wall blocks the sight line, Cove as well. It needs to be spammed for. The Blaze Storm just not catching it, and Texture forced to spam, forced to try and find the fight, but he can't do it. Stuck all the way through. On the edge of the smoke. Meanwhile, Esports not wasting any time with this kind of pressure. That's going to be the aftershock, pushing them back out of the way. Fight needs to be taken right up close and personal. It is traded though, but still Vitality going
Texture.
pound for pound. And it's all down to Texture. A 1v2 to keep his team in it. Just to try and survive. Texture up in the side, dashing forwards, dodging that showstopper. He knows where the positioning is. Spike in his hands, a tap of the plan, needs to force the fight, but a double-dub position is there. Vitality safe, hands for them.